or not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day could not stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And this one's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, son. Justin. Right.
Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Moore, the man in motion. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here we go. Hey, going out right here. Tonight.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 3, Steelers 0.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, side. Extend. Tonight.
Now Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end sent it. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air goes Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Good night.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders 10, Steelers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw is Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw again. And escapes the sack.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go, son.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
All right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right.
To throw is Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Dorrance Armstrong coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Right.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields.
Flushed out right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. But now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Second down and 8. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, side. Side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here comes 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Commanders, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.